Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka empath, and I just like doing these little talks and how I feel about things. Don't really like this. Maybe if I put it down here, it's kind of bright. It's kind of bright. There we go. That's a little bit better there. There we go. Hey, yeah. I just did a meditate state about an hour, a little bit, somewhere around an hour, and man, that's the thing is you feel so zen and you feel so good, and then you go out in the world or you see and you're just like, it like draws on your serenity. That's why it's been, that's why my spiritual practice is so important to me, because like it maintains my vibe up here. So every, so when I see things that are freaking like complete crap, you just whatever, allow. People are more inclined to let things slide, and they feel good, That's why when people are in love, that's the highest vibration there is, and they just go around just a lady. You don't need to sleep, you don't need to eat, you're just powered by love. And there's people are powered by other emotions too. It's what drives them, the part that makes their heart go beat, negative, positive, makes a connection, makes a heart beat. And sometimes the negative wins over the positive. There's supposed to be balance, but sometimes positive wins over the negative, and there's oversensitivity in that. But it's what you do with your spark. And I think mostly we are who we are at the most purest form when we're babies, and we're kids, and we're not afraid, we're uninhibited, because we freaking I don't know about you, but a lot of the stuff I was told when I was a kid, I knew it wasn't true just because I could feel it. There's no breeze, and there's debris, part of the trees, falling on me's. It's not even a squirrel up there. Maybe there's a finch. Should be a finch. Yesterday there was something up there. It was pretty kind of cool. Side note is that something fell and I looked up and I was like, what's that? Something's trying to get my attention, and there's a spider web with the sun shined right above it. And I like taking pictures of them on my Facebook page. I've taken a couple pictures and posted them over there, snapnaps of spider webs. I got a couple on my Nikon right now that need to go on there. There's one that looks like the face of an alien. It's pretty freaking cool. It's beautiful art. People try and mimic nature, and it's art. Nature doesn't ever try to mimic people. Nature's smarter than us, man. We think that because trees don't have eyes, to see like we do, that it doesn't know what's going on. Everything's vibration. If we listen to nature, cooperation is nature's way, and if we listen to nature, it always tells us what we need to know when we need to know it. So, yeah, right now it's just, we're kind of in between this time of just more people shorting out. People are just shorting out, man. They're just showing their true colors of their, all, and I'm talking about the ones that are like, this is my toy, and you can't play with it, or I'll let you play with it, but conditions, all those, and it ain't gender specific, because if a freaking man has too much feminine or masculine in him, he'll act as unbalanced. He'll act, it is no different than a woman has too much masculine or feminine. It was interesting. I always identified with myself as the divine feminine until probably about a week ago. Now, and I think that is one of my biggest part lessons, is because, people have always used stuff that wasn't true against me. They always said, oh, you're just a man hating. I hate that. That is so low vibrational. That is so beneath me. There's plenty of men that I love on this planet that are lovable men. And you know why? Because they're not pervy and gross. Yeah. Because they don't have any ill intention. There are a lot of people on this planet that have the same belief system as me. I got one wife. I don't know who she is, and I haven't met her yet, but there's only one for me. I thought I did. I was wrong. I stand corrected. But it's an energy match. I knew by vibration, and I was so thoughtful that I, you know, because I stretched it out, but I ignore the red flags too, because I chose to. You know, people have to look at the evidence, even the evidence that they don't want to look at, even the stuff that the writing on the wall, you know. And, you know, granted, I was this person's freaking perfect energetic match, but I don't have a penis, so I don't win. That was the thing. And I was just like, you know, okay, that's all right. You keep looking for all the people that have all the qualities of me, but with the penis too. It was funny because her dog was on a list. I saw Magi. She's on the list. Magi Astrologer. Her podcast is on that. And then I saw Nora's dog Obi. That's who I'm talking about on. And I was just, you know, I wrote a comment on there, on the YouTube page, and I deleted it because, you know, I watched the video. You know, she don't even look the same. Went and got all, I don't know. I don't know why people have to go and mess with their face. You know, it's just. I mean, I got braces and I'm not happy about it. I wish I wouldn't have. I mean, I am glad I did it, you know. People are like, you smile a whole lot more, like $4,000 out of pocket, because, you know, I'm just a single old brown girl that don't, you know, insurance don't cover it, but freaking, you have a few kids and freaking orthodontists covered, and by places where I worked. It's just, you know, all this freaking nonsense. All these people that freaking made up all these rules that, you know, and I don't know if you know this, but Oregon has like become a freaking militarized state, man. They spend more money on their freaking police stuff, and we'll see if the old boys have the same mentality of those tiny men in Hong Kong that like to freaking abuse their people that just like, you know, want things, a better life for themselves too, you know. But I don't know. People here are weird. We'll see how that plays out. You know, they can have it. They can have all that. People just shut up and stop freaking getting each and just spent freaking just a little bit of time instead of freaking getting in each other's faces. If you just shut up, sit under a tree, close your eyes and get quiet for about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes every day and commit to doing that. That's how the world's going to change. But, you know, keep doing what you're doing. We're going to keep getting what we get. You know. There's some video where some guy was just reading names out of freaking old boy Epstein's freaking little black book, you know. And I always say, who are you getting into? Who are you standing next to in pictures with? Who do you know? Who are your friends? What are they actually doing? What are they about? Are they doing really nasty, seedy, gross stuff? And you know, I mean, that's the thing, is money has become such a priority to so many people that it's just like, oh, it's like, hey, if God sat next down to somebody and said, hey, if you could have peace on earth for everyone, but you can't ever be rich, would you be willing to do that? I bet most people would say no. I bet they would, because most people want to do what they want to do. But see, when they equate that with monetary means. I don't. I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of things, met a lot of cool people. And a lot of it was on accident, just because you show up, just because you go out in the world, you know. And if you're cool to people and friendly with people, you know, and you're in alignment with, you know, like attracts like. Frickin' jerk faces don't hang out with saints, and saints don't hang out with scumbags. They don't. Not for any definite amount of time. Not, you know, not as a norm. They just don't. So, you know, people are figuring it out. You know, all the money, billions and millions and billions and billions that, you know, people have been giving people to take care of things, our infrastructure, you know, working towards cheaper and more innovative solutions. You know, they haven't been doing that. What they've been doing is they've been paying themselves more and making themselves richer. And then, you know, what you do is you have a whole bunch of people that never get told no and that just go around doing what they want. But now their minds are slipping. And so they're dipping into their deepest, darkest in their psychology because it was never corrected, because nobody ever made them to, and they were never accountable. They never had to be accountable. because, you know, where's the profit in that? So, I don't know. Just this big old ball of what's gonna happen, you know. Everybody's just kind of waiting to see how it's gonna play out, you know. I just keep living the same day over and over pretty much. Freaking mom wants to eat the same time, you know. It's just freaking, I don't know how people do it. That's why I change my diet, or I eat whatever I want pretty much. It's because that's the only, because I'm sustained at this point on freaking memories of freaking rad times while I wait, while the freaking planets align so I can move forward into the next chapter of my life, you know. I hear people are collaborating. It's just all more of the same, you know. It's just like, I just keep watching the freaking carousel go around, and I'm waiting for my Amatron, my specific one, the one that's for me, my little horse, you know. I just keep waiting for it, and I just wait and watch and keep doing my inner work and, you know, getting rid of my buttons, you know. Think about how rad the world would be if people didn't have buttons, yeah? How many people wouldn't be offended if they didn't have buttons? But people like getting offended. They like being all, you know, hanging on their cross and, you know, I don't have the power because I'm just a me. And they like doing that because if they didn't, they wouldn't. So that's about all I got. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.